Hi everyone, welcome to another edition of Tuesdays with Paulie. First of all, I just want to thank everybody that watched my video last week. I really hope that these videos help both buyers and sellers kind of navigate the Pioneer Valley, Western Mass home market and really gives you some good tips on things that could really help you within the process. Today, I want to talk about a few things that I've learned over the last few months working with several buyers and noticing some of the mistakes that they try to make, but luckily they have a great realtor there with them to help them prevent making a mistake that they're going to regret later. So the first thing I really want to say is that, there's an old saying that you can put lipstick on a pig. And not to say that sellers are trying to do that when they're selling their homes, but there are a few trends in the real estate market right now, especially in homes, that people walk into, they get wowed by it, and they don't realize how inexpensive and easy it is to upgrade any existing home to that particular look. So the first big trend that we've been seeing lately is laminate wood tiles. So anytime that you walk into a home and you have nice hardwood floors, I don't know why it is, but it seems that with myself, I know my wife and I, when we walked into our home, the hardwood floors had been redone. It looked amazing. It was one of those features that we really loved about the home. But now, these laminate wood tiles, they look like hardwood. On close inspection, you can tell that they're tiles, but they give that same clean, natural look when you walk into a home. So one of the surprising things that some of my buyers didn't realize is that look, those laminate wood tile floors, are actually only about $1 a square foot for the actual tiles. And the work themselves, I'm terrible at home improvement projects. My wife would come on video right now and tell you that I'm telling you the truth, but I enjoy doing them, especially when they're easy ones that I can pretty much maneuver. And the wood tile floors, believe it or not, are really easy to do. Most of them have a hitch and seam where you can just attach them. There's videos online on how to do it yourself, and generally it's about 6 hours per room on average to do the whole job start to finish. Most of the tools that you'll need for the job as a homeowner, you either already have or should have. So it's not like you're putting a ton of investment into special equipment that you would need to do the job. And again, at $1 to $2 a square foot, you can do an entire room pretty inexpensively. But I've had buyers walk in, see those laminate wood tile flooring, and just get wowed to the point where they start forgetting about some of the important things that they really wanted. The second trend, and again, I love this, we have this in our home, in our kitchen, but the glass backsplash that we see so prominently throughout kitchens now, again, gives it a nice, really clean look. It counteracts with whatever, really, it doesn't matter what type of counters you have. It just looks nice with any cabinets, any counters, especially the granite countertops when you match some of the color specs within your countertops. So again, the glass backsplash in my kitchen, I don't have a huge kitchen, but we have glass backsplash throughout. It was about 17 square feet, and for some pretty good self-adhesive glass backsplash, you're looking at about $6 a square foot. So again, I've walked into kitchens with buyers, they see the stainless steel appliances, they see the granite countertops, and then they see the glass backsplash. If you looked at two kitchens that were similar, but you add the glass backsplash, that backsplash really gives it a modern, expensive, luxurious look. But for $100 and a very easy home improvement project that you can do yourself, even I can do that one myself, you really don't need to focus on that. The third thing that I want to just talk about quickly is paint. I always tell my sellers, paint, paint, paint. It cleans up a room, it gets rid of scuff marks, you can plaster a little bit, you can clean up holes. It just, when you walk into a room that's been freshly painted, it makes a huge difference within the way the room looks. But when you walk into a house, the seller may not necessarily have had the time, the effort, they may not know what they're doing, and they don't want to hire a painter. But for most of us, painting a room is a pretty easy task, inexpensive task. And again, I see people get sort of turned off because the color of the paint in a particular room or an entire house on the inside doesn't match what they had in their hearts. Again, very, very easy fix. Don't get distracted by paint color. That's an easy one. When we bought our house, we painted every single room. We made the mistake of letting our kids choose the colors of their rooms. So we now have a purple room and an orange room that are going to be a disaster to paint over. But at the end of the day, we made it a fun family project. We got together, we painted, we taped, and for very, very low cost, we transformed those rooms into exactly what each person wanted. So again, my big thing in this week's message is don't forget the main things that you want in a home. Don't get distracted by some of the shiny bells and whistles that we can all do ourselves pretty easily. I've had buyers tell me, listen, the yard is very important. The yard and the footprint of the house are the one thing that you cannot change about your home. Most people don't realize this because they say, oh, I'm going to go buy a house. But technically and legally, what you're doing is you're buying a piece of land with all improvements upon it. So even the state doesn't necessarily care so much about the home as they do the land. You're buying the land and any improvements, upon that land. You can tear down the house and start from scratch if you'd like. Now, most of us don't have the money to do that. But my point is, if you know that you want a certain acreage, if you know that you want a certain size yard, do not get distracted by the things that are in the home, because once you buy the house, you can't change the size of the yard. It's just that simple. The other thing is the floor plan. Now, of course, you can knock down walls, you can add additions, you can remodel, but again, don't get tricked because of the little things that are very inexpensive and forget the floor plan that you really had in mind. Some people need a bedroom on the first floor because they have an older in-law that may be moving in. Some people need a certain amount of bedrooms for the kids. And again, I've seen buyers start to make that mistake where they see the shiny bells and whistles, they forget some of the important parts of the home that they told me on our first meeting that they had to have. And again, yes, you can remodel your home. Yes, you can tear down walls. But compared to $100 for glass backsplash versus thousands of dollars to start tearing down walls and expanding rooms, you're much better off getting the floor plan in the home, the footprint of the land that you want, and make those small improvements as you go. It's a fun way to kind of come together with your family. The painting, the glass backsplash, the wood tiles. Again, I'm not very good at home improvement projects, and yet those are some of the home improvement projects that I actually can do. So again, just wanted to remind everybody, as you're out there having fun, looking at beautiful homes, don't get distracted by the bells and whistles. Stick to your guns, stick to your original plan, and work with a realtor that can help you find the right home and give you the right advice. That's all for today. Have a great night, everyone. Thanks so much.
Okay. Nope.